and record
I've
this.
got Virginia and David sitting over my shoulders. Hello,
Good.
Robert.
Good morning, David. Good morning, Virginia. You are now being recorded, so anything you say will and can be held against you.
There you go.
So there we go. So let me show my screen.
Hey, by the way, I've been having some issues using GoToMeeting and showing people screens. Have you encountered that recently?
No.
Okay. Like they'll be fun, and then all of a sudden they say, "Oh no, I don't get that," and it's an agonizing, slow update refresh.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Okay.
Can you guys see my screen all right?
Nope. No.
No.
Not yet.
All right.
What do we need?
How's that?
Oh, yes. Better. Yeah.
Okay, there we go. All right, so the requirements, as we understood it, was that you want to create purchase orders in company A and B and have that purchase order create a sales order in company C, as we'll call it, and then that sales order had to create a purchase order to the ultimate supplier. So a PO in one company creates a sales order in another company, which then creates a corresponding purchase order in that company to an outside vendor.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've got two companies here. This is going to be company C, the blue company.
Yep.
Company AB is going to be the green company, okay? So I'm going to create a purchase order in what you were calling company A and company B, and that's going to be to company C. So I'm in Orc Inc. 2 as we call it, and Orc Limited is entity 1, which represents company C. So this is company A or B, and I'm just going to go in and grab an item, and we'll ship it from location 1, and I'll say I want 10 of those items, and I'll just start with one item, keep it simple, and I'll go ahead and I'll post this transaction, and it will create a PO. PO 42, and then that has created sales order 78 and PO 42. Okay, so PO 42, if I now flip over to company C, what you're hoping to see is a sales order with 10 fluorescent desk lamps, which is what you see here. Sales order 78 for a quantity of 10, okay? And also a corresponding PO in this company, in the blue company, for 10 fluorescent desk lamps, okay? So there you go. And the reference is back to the sales order 78 that's in company C, okay?
Beautiful.
So all those transactions are affected. But then Virginia said, well, what happens if they want to make changes?
Right.
Well, that's fine. So let's say this.
Sorry, Robert, can I just pause for a second just so I can get the wording correctly here? So CCT Macau is the blue company. They're gonna, that purchase order is gonna go out to the provider of the whatever, and they're gonna bring it into stock, and then Macau is gonna ship to CCT Canada.
That's right.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay, beautiful. So I was just putting our company names into it.
Sure. Okay, so then Virginia said, well, they need to be able to make a change on any one of these three documents and have it automatically flow to all the other documents. So we said, sure, we can do that too. So,
sorry, that's not completely accurate. I mean, in the blue company, all we really need is to make changes to the order entry.
No.
And update the PO.
Purchase order. The purchase order is the one that changes. Because the supplier, this supplier is the guy that makes the changes.
He screws everything up because he doesn't have stock or whatever. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Apologize. Or the quality is bad.
Yeah.
And they reject a whole bunch of stuff.
Pass inspection.
Okay.
Okay, so on this PO, you could say, actually, I want to change the quantity from 10 to 15. I need 5 more of those. And I want to add another item here for whatever reason.
That's awesome.
Yeah, because they're going to fill the whole crate.
Mm-hmm.
And say, I'm going to give you 5 of these to fill the crate. Okay, so I've changed this quantity from 10 to 15, and I've added 5 of these items. Okay, and all I have to do is post.
We're on the edge of our seats, Robert.
Okay, well, hang on to your hats. So I've updated that PO here. Now I go back up to the sales order in here, and there's the original order, right, as we had it. If I refresh this, there's your 15 and your 5.
Yay. Wow. Yay. That's beautiful.
Okay.
Now, if I go back to the PO, the original PO, and I open up this PO, there's your 15 and your 5.
Love you. That's awesome. And look at all the references.
Yeah. Huh.
Okay. And then somebody on this side says, actually, we made a mistake. We're supposed to order one more thing. And they come along and say, let's add one more item to this PO.
No.
Wow.
And say, I actually needed 10 of these, and I'm sorry, we forgot. Can we add that? Sure. So you post that change through. And then we come back into this company and say, okay, well, that's going to affect our sales order now. That's fine. Let's refresh it. And there's the third one, the 10 that we just added.
And they'll be on the purchase order too.
And that's got to update the PO down here, my external vendor, and there it is.
Well, where's that?
Yeah, right here.
No, but
you don't need to create PO from OE.
Sorry, this is the PO. This is the outgoing PO.
Okay, so how about the original sales order in Green Company? What's happened to that?
I haven't entered a sales order in the Green Company. All I did was create the PO.
Did we have a question about if it was partially, what happens if that secondary PO gets received, partially received? Can I still make changes?
No, as soon as you start receiving against the PO, then you shouldn't be making changes to the orders anymore. You should just change the receipt and the shipment.
Yeah, we agreed to that because the shipment from the freighting company will be absolute.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
Like it's where most of the changes are going to be are on the Blue Company on that purchase order.
However, here's a scenario. Yes, that secondary PO closes it, which then the sales order from second company starts to ship. But in that shipment, something could get damaged in shipping, and so they won't want to receive it in Company A. But that doesn't matter.
Well, these are separate POs, so
yeah,
that shouldn't be a problem. Okay, so let's go ahead to the purchase order in the Blue Company, and it's ready to ship. It's on freight, and we're going to go ahead and receive that because we got a notification from the company. It's in the bag, right?
Yeah. Okay. So here's what we're going to receive then. We've got these 3 items now. Right, we've posted that PO, and that's PO 43 from 8830, and then I want to receive against that PO.
Yeah, so now
the vendor's 8830, so yeah, so this is what's been received, and it's PO 43, this one here, for those items.
Most of the time it'll be receive all because again it's already all been checked and it's sitting in a freight, so
so I'm just going to go ahead and close that down. So I'm going to we've received all
Company A maybe.
No, it's okay.
No, it worked.
Let them show.
So we're posting the receipt now here, and this will create an OE shipment 69. Okay, now we also have bin transfer happening here, so if they had bins, we'd pop up the bins. But there's the shipment and the receipt in the other company. Okay.
Nice.
So in the Blue Company, I now have a shipment entry.
But no invoice yet.
No invoice yet. I could have invoiced if you wanted to, but
I'm trying to think of the process here because now when it actually arrives in Canada,
That's right.
and they've got that open PO, they may reject some items.
That's right.
And that still gives the opportunity to come back to the shipment and return or do whatever you want with these items.
Correct.
Because if we invoice it, we're screwed, right?
Yeah.
We now need to do credit notes.
Yeah.
Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, that's
so now in the
exactly.
green company,
You'll have a receipt.
right. So now it actually arrives in the green company.
Now, here's the thing, Robert. Here was the piece that there was a discussion about. Systronics had a little something that gave them notification that shipment was ready to be received. That was something that I was hoping we could get done here somehow using field extender or something
Yeah,
some sort of
absolutely.
notification.
So we need an event, though, in Sage 300. So we have to have, like, if you post the PO, send an alert that it's been posted and it's ready to receive.
Okay.
Or you need something in Sage 300 that would create an alert for you.
Okay.
So that could be the receipt that you do in the blue company if you want.
Extender would require a transaction, is what he sent.
Oh.
Yeah, they don't need alerts.
Okay.
Yeah. No, this is without alerts. This is with field extender, correct, Robert?
Well, it's yeah, View Extender, the Orchid product. We would set up an alert and just say.
Okay. So we need this product,
right.
Field
Yeah.
extender.
So we need to say, I want to send an email or create a note when something happens in the database.
Yeah, I like that. The email would work.
Yeah, the email would be great. Absolutely.
Okay.
Okay.
And
so now, Robert, the shipment comes into the green company, right? You already created the receipt, is that right, when it did the invoice?
yeah, here's the receipt in the company AB, the original company you set up.
But no AP invoices come in, so we can still come in here and reject some of this product.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. That's amazing. Now, when you reject this product, it doesn't go back to that other company. This is something that we choose to do because that other company already received the AP invoice, and we don't care, right? Is that true?
Well, if I make a change on this receipt, because they're linked, it's going to go back and change the OE shipment and the PO receipt.
Oh, so it'll do the RA automatically for them. Nice. Okay.
Yeah, it would update what we said was received, or I guess we'd push it back to say, no, we're only receiving this amount.
What if it's already been invoiced, AP invoiced in the blue company?
Then you'll have to make an adjustment. You'll have to do a credit note, debit note.
Yeah, I think 90% of their stuff, they're going to go ahead and receive it, and then they'll request refunds based on poor product, and maybe the company will want it back.
She said they don't actually return anything.
Yeah, they just ask for refunds.
They just get credits.
Okay, that is amazing.
Yeah.
What we need to know is what do we need
what is it?
to make this function exactly as you're saying, and from your side, what would be the consulting hours required to work with Virginia to make this happen on a live company? Because obviously you're going to have to be reimbursed for some of this.
The setup actually is not that difficult. I can show you very quickly what we did here.
Under
what are you using?
I'm using Inter Entity TRADE.
Oh, it is. Okay.
So it's not the Systronics piece, okay.
Yeah, no, this is the Orchid Inter Entity TRADE. Because the Systronics said they couldn't do what you guys wanted.
Send me screenshots then of the settings that you set up?
Yep.
Okay.
Orchid.
Or maybe we can lean on you guys to do it right.
So it's Orchid
IY
trade or Orchid trade?
I think your team should benefit a little from this effort that you've done, Robert.
Okay. Yeah, you want to do that?
Sure, that's fine.
Okay. And then add in whatever time you spent.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's put in a few hours of your consulting into this so that we can compensate for this effort that you've done.
Sure,
That's
appreciate it.
So yeah, document that however you want and tell us what it's going to cost for you to set it up or one of your teams, wherever you want. And most importantly, though, can you email David what he needs to purchase?
Sure.
Just write it down.
Don't just write it down. Let's get it.
I understand.
Because if we're missing, like, we definitely want field extender, obviously, because they want the automatic email.
Mhm.
So please put that in along with, let's say, 4 alerts to be built in field extender, whatever consulting hours you need for that.
Mhm.
Okay.
Awesome.
Sounds good.
So 4 alerts in field extender, a list of everything you've got, and number of hours to set up this EIT and get it running at our company.
Mhm.
Okay.
That's terrific. Absolutely terrific.
And July 1st they go live. So between now and July 1st we need to do all this work.
Okay. Sounds good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Really, really great.
Great work, and you still get the 11 o'clock for your sister.
There we go. And look at that. It pops up just as you said that. All right.
Thanks, Howard.
Thank you.
And
Enjoy your
can you
day.
send me this
Take care.
recording
I'll send you guys an email to confirm.
with the recording also, so that we can actually show this to CCT.
Okay. So now you're going to have to edit the final. I didn't stop recording when we were talking about the engagement.
I can do that.